Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. A writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Free admission this Saturday. IndieCD.con 3. Authors, artists, and creatives come together to promote independent creativity featuring book signings from your next favorite authors. Art and on-site art commissions, tabletop gaming opportunities, unique crafts, and so much more. March 7th, 2026, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 410 South Aidway. Site, Suite B, Fowler, Indiana, 47944. Just look for the big old food trucks. Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over there ways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's IndieCD.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. Also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear. All part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled a sword to teaching the art to others. Yes. And, of course, hates and hellfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Hello, my duckies, and good morning. We are going into March. We are into the first official Nevermind the Furthermore of the week, second of the day, technically. That's right, folks. You see, there was an unscheduled fun drawing time. Because you know me, I'm down with the FDT. But I banged out some really great art I'm rather proud of. And what I did is I finished something I'd already started here Friday, but I had a chance to sit down to really work at it, and I will give you guys just the bit of the sweetest taste. There you go. I'm very pleased with the way this color job came out. I'm very pleased with the line work. Line work's not perfect. Color job's not perfect, but all in all, it's a good, bright piece. Should make a wonderful bookmark. I may toy with printing it out larger. We, as always, shall see. Now, let's not get that cozy. Thank you. later in the stream, we may in fact be doing another bit of drawing. We'll see. We'll see how the stream flows and how the comments are bubbling. After that, I have a lot to do. But let's talk accountability. Saturday was a day of work. I got a good deal done. Sunday was much more exciting and much more problematic in that I had to deal with some in-home drama we dealt with for the most part. I will be. I'm sorry. I did take the truck down to Walmart to do a run afterwards to cool off. Only find out the big truck, mind you, that we'd gotten jumped, that the battery wasn't charging, and I was stuck at Walmart. Fortunately, the kind folks in the mechanics part ran a jump starter that their jump starter seemed to work just fine and set me on my way. So I got to hang out in front of my mechanics shop because they're closed on Sundays, but I might as well drop it off, wait to get picked up, and go home. However, I am going to be in possession. I'm going to be paying for it and taking possession of a forge and probably a large mechanics, a large blacksmith's vice tomorrow, when I will be making a merry jaunt about 2 hours to get the forge and, again, possibly the blacksmith vice for a very reasonable price. And if I elect not to get the blacksmith vice, which looking at the price, it would be foolish to do, but these things happen, it will be very interesting. But I can't yet. So that's tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that bit of adventure time with me while Mandy will be home. Now, part of tomorrow and part of the reason I did not do live streams Friday nor pop up on anyone's shows Friday night was my net tanked again substantially. Fortunately for you, fortunately for me, and fortunately for everyone involved, I was able to get things set up for here. But tomorrow I'm switching internet companies yet again because I got a deal with Mainstream. So we'll be hopping over to Mainstream officially tomorrow. And then as soon as they can run, so we'll be going on to their Wi-Fi routered shenanigans. But as soon as they can run a fiber, hopefully this myriad of broadcast shenaniganry will come to a timely end. Is it another financial oofta? Absolutely. Am I certain how everything will work out? I never am. But sometimes we have to move forward in faith. Speaking of moving forward in faith, before I bring up the first ad and then drop into the comments, I want to remind folks that, and I have to, unfortunately, this is very nice. It just requires me to do this for a moment. If you want to help support Ted with his battle with throat cancer and support Dawn, you can do so by buying one of these t-shirts. I am very proud to have been selected to design the font for it. I don't do a lot of that work commonly. This was all hand done. In that I didn't use FontMaker. This was all set up. So I'm very pleased with it. It took a lot of work, but I think it's a good shirt, and it's a great cause, and we all love Dawn. We will miss her tragically at the convention, but we're going to do the best we can with what we have. Now, that being said, I will be running ads for the people who are coming to the convention that have them. And okay, Dawn, I know you're not going to be there, even though there's a taco truck. It does not seem right. But I have to cater to the people who will be there. Don't look at me like that. So we'll start with one of my favorites. Well, that's fascinating. I found a little psychological study that hit. I need to double check it before I speak on it, but it's fascinating. First through the door, speaking of psychological studies, is Carl Witzman. Good morning, Carl. How are you holding up, bud? I know, guys. I'm out of uniform. I will deal with that in a moment. But and speaking of mornings and people worth getting up for, hey, Trelana, can't wait to see Saturday. It's been too long. Trey. Hey, Trey and Witzman, dude. Hey, Inspector Witzman strides into the room. I know who killed Mr. Creativity. 'Twas Colonel Perfectionism in the conservatory with a lead pipe. Literally, the only issue I have with that entire sentence is you, lead pipe, is so old and stale. And hey, Donna. And Trelana grasps and clutches pearls. Wait right there. Carefully release the pearls. Nice and slow. And stay the heck out of places like Crime Alley. I hear pearls, I can see. It's like I have a trained pathological error for the image of freaking pearls hitting the ground. Be gentle. Dang you, Batman. I know, right? With a lead pipe? How imperfect. Dun, dun, dun! Hey, Foxy, how are you doing? I need to verify something with you briefly when I get a chance. I have a project, but it will... it's a post-convention project, but we'll see. I put off doing the psychology show for a couple of years because I wanted it to be more professional, more polished. Then I realized that this is exactly this. Then I realized that this idea was exactly counter to what I wanted. Exactly. Hey, Foxy, waves. And you can catch that at Carl Witzman streams on YouTube. Look at that. Foxy, good morning. And Inigo preparing us for Sunday. He keeps waking us early. What's going on Sunday? Good morning. Oh, hey, Dan. Hey, Dan, and you other yahoos. Hey, Dan. Foxy, I realized that the Psych Show is the squeaky car timing belt of YouTube programs. And I'm good with that. Yahoos? Yahoo! Are you guys been peeking in my windows again? I read that as Yoo-hoo. I got super excited. Ooh, Yoo-hoo. And your show is fun, relatable, which not all psych programs are. And wouldn't you like to know? Wow. We have another. Welcome to another food and drink episode. Oh my goodness. Well, they all are, except I haven't had any. So the next commercial break, I will be running to get something in my stomach. Oh, thank you, Foxy. You give pertinent information in a way that's easily digestible for the masses. If we worried about professional and polished, Carl, there's already 1,000 of those. Okay, I get it. You've yelled at me enough. I count myself scolded. Hang on. Dun 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 dun. Check it out. Alfred Hitchcock. Anyway, yes, I'm now back in uniform. Do you feel better? I feel better. Now, exactly. True. So it's the pap of psych? Wow. I bring up because I've seen others fail to even start because of fear of being perfect. Absolutely. Don't let the fear of being perfect, of being imperfect, and combined with the expectations, unreasonable expectations are another big fault. Burden you to not being able to do what you want to do. I am a testimony to failure. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Mr. Lankard. Inigo is happy this morning. There were 2 milk donuts left in the box this morning. He got them both before Mom opens the new box tomorrow. Aw, lucky pupper. Hey, Grant, you got something starting today, don't you? Hint, hint, ton of bricks. Hey, Grant. Hi, Grant. And good morning, Uncle Carl, Aunt Donna, Trey, Foxy, and Cat and Dan. Wait, did Cat and Dan come in and I miss him? I may have. No? Oh, yep, I did. Good morning, Dan. I'm very sorry about that, sir. Let's see. Going back to where we were. Leave it for me to get distracted by a lovely woman to notice that someone else was in the room. Ooh, wait. Now I have to find where I am. Maybe. There we go. Almost. There we are. Reminder that there will be a new episode of Grant Draws. It'll be launching League of Cryptids number 4 tonight. And Foxy is waving hi, and hi, Angelina. And Trelena says things don't need to be perfect. They just need to exist. They can always get tweaked later. Can't stay too long, Grant says. I have a bunch of errands to run. Well, you do what you got to do, my friend. I'm just always glad to hear from you. But before you do run, hit that like button, share that around, and let's get us going where we need to be. I'm going to be driving around this morning during the stream, but I'll be listening and I'll be talking. Let's hope there's some content worth listening to. Ha-ha. Thumbs up for Grant and Angelina. I know that Trey and Donna played Munzie already this morning, so it's just you and Donna. Ahem. Dun, dun, dun. Angelina and Dad apparently snuck in on me. Yep, got past me too. Hi, Don, Carl, and Trey, and Foxy, and Dad. Oh, I was here 8:30 at Eastern. I'm just going to say a thing. He's a ninja, an Appalachian ninja. Thanks for the reminder since I'll be out and about. Live your best life out there. Let's be careful out there. Yes, I made a Koepp rock reference. Ignores the MP because he knows we're going out after lunch to Muncie. Ooh, Carl's in a playful mood. And I have some good news. The fun company I go through as a rewards program, I got lucky on the spin wheel, got a newer phone. Woohoo! What did you get? A Motorola. Nice feeling so far. Definitely improvement on my poor old S9. Yes, my phone was an antique. Don't forget to like and share, folks. A little bit bigger, which means I have to learn to retype a bit, but I'm happy with it. Well, I'm glad. Oh, yes, I've seen some of the new Motos. Looks like they're back in the game. That's nice, Foxy. I like Motorola. And hey, Nick. Hey, Nick. Continuing on her, it has a leather back. Rich Corinthian leather. So it's nice. It's kind of nicer than the glass ones to me. I bought Rick's joins the channel. Less slippery had me wrecked. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Had to put case on my Pixel. Otherwise, it was scary slippery. All my phones have to have cases, always. But I know the feeling. I'll be getting case too. Found a pretty mandala one that almost matches my tablet case. Groovy. Oh, you did. That's right. Angie and Grant went to Columbus this weekend. It was very nice. Good news, I made a lot of money. Bad news, I spent a lot of money. Isn't that the way it usually goes? Thank you for keeping the economy going, Grant. Someone else got a beard trim too. Oh my. Well, Angie was helping me at the table, and I made a lot of money, so I kind of felt I had to buy her a bunch of stuff. That's a good hubby. Wives, huh, Grant? Gotta keep them happy. You don't want to hear about how. Oh, wow. Not Mr. Lankard. Sir. Not the green room. And I'll remind you, I'm also not a cryptid. Yes. Okay, let's see. Okay, wait a second. No, I'm jumping ahead. I forgot to star things. It'll get balanced back out. Okay. There we go. Table made a bunch of stuff. Wives. There we go. Angie starts a new job on Wednesday. Cool. Well, she's already worked 2 shifts, but this is going to be her first shift on her own. She's going to be cooking and bartending at a bar down the street. Yay! I'm going to try not to become that cliche of a creepy boyfriend, husband at the bartender who stares daggers at all the male patrons. It's been very easy to be like, well, I have to go over there to pick Angie up anyway, so I might as well stop in for a beer. Ooh. Be careful. Okay, guys, I got to run some errands. Have a great day. Later, Grant. Have a nice day, Grant. Good luck. And did Dawn come in the middle of that? No. Okay. I was expecting Dawn. Okay. Daylight savings is upon us. Oh, come on! Why is it always right around my conventions that they're screwing with time and space? They did this to me at LodgeCon. They did this to me here. Government! Did that happen already? No wonder I feel like I lost an hour of sleep. I believe it's coming this Sunday. Oh, good. March 8th. That is after IndieCD.com, so I'm not worried about it. Double checked. So consider that a warning. And good morning. Here comes the dawn. Shoo-ba-doo-bee. And we will remind you that Dawn is creator of Buddy and Georgette, her fashionable felines. And once again, because she is here, I will remind you guys that you can get t-shirts to help support Ted in his battle against cancer. Follow that link, buy a shirt, support good people going through a horrible thing. 3, 2, and go. There we go. Now, I need that down. Pow. There we are. Now. Agree. Hey, if Dawn. Dan is our daily ninja. My Dawn. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's a kick bot. Hey, Dawn, and greetings. Radiation, followed by hydration, followed by my counselor appointment. Busy. Hey, it's a lot, but it looks like everybody's getting the help they need. Dawn, you guys got this. I had to scroll up and see the comment that disappeared quickly on the screen. Ha, Grant. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Walker. Hope all of you had an enjoyable weekend. Start of your weekend Monday are off to a good start. It's getting intense out here. How you doing? Hey, Chris. Squee 2, Electric Boogaloo. Thank you for sharing the shirt. Don't forget to mention that you did the lettering. Believe it or not, I was good, and I did. What I'm going to do now is run an ad, totally not as a cover, to go get something to drink that I didn't grab, and possibly something like breakfast that I didn't grab. So I'll be back in a little under 2 minutes.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found his suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
One And that's the link to get that shirt if you don't want to use the QR code. Yesterday, we helped pull weeds. Today, I have regrets. Oh, I know that feeling. And hey, Chris. Sorry, armful of cat. Thanks for the ad, Nick. Anytime. Is anyone else imagining Nick doing Mrs. Doubtfire restaurant run through his house to get food and drink? It's somewhere between that and the Jack Sparrow. Dun 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 dun. Hugs to Foxy. Hugs to Foxy. LOL to everyone. Yes, we have a lot kind of floating on the pipe, but let's bring this back up. Once again, I think I am going to have to do triple duty because, I get no mercy. So it will, of course, be sudden impact fun drawing time. While I listen to you guys' comments, I hope your body recovers soon. Yes, I'm sure Thesis has things he wants to do with your body that require recovery. So let's go back here. Hi. I'll put something by Dan Hollifield on, and I'll do a little bit more work. Not on this piece, though. Yeah, we'll hit the highly energetic particle boogie. Sorry about the volume. Got it laid down about where you guys like it. Alrighty. I'm starting on just getting the feel for this one. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but because a little bit more weight tucked in the waist there. We'll do a little bit of this while we walk. Oh, hey, it's just a very chill kind of fill out the thing. Yeah, we all want you guys to feel better. So what are your weekly plans? What are you working on today? I'm gonna move her. Let's see. I think the farmer across the street is moving his portable fences to give his cow and sheep fresh grazing. He does that several times a year. I keep hearing heavy machinery outside. Miney is being such a good boy today. I hope he's not sick. Oh. Well, there's a lot of things that are going to be going on, like right now, because the weather has been so weird. But I like that better. Good. I'm going to do this, which doesn't make. Oh, oh. I'll move that a little bit. There we go. Did okay. Just let her grab our dork here. Move him probably close to here. Since I'm going to have to. This is the blues, so nothing needs to be pretty yet. I can move functions around, and I can do neat things like, okay, that's roughly where the water line is. Just do this. Make a little anchor. Let's see if I like that. I don't know if I like the anchor or not. But we'll see. I haven't figured out what she's doing yet either. What? It's a good chance to get a little silliness going. Get some placeholders, because we need a couple like schools of fish doing their thing. And oh, this is the part that, you know, our good friend Joe, who's not here, is going to. Oh, we got some comments. Play date left, Carl. That's true. And I've done quite a bit of hooking. Not sure what I'm actually making. Probably a good amount of money. Well, I'd like to see the progress. Sometimes you're just making something for your hands to do. He's usually so naughty. I need to buy yarn and more hooks, but that's the next time thing. He's anticipating daylight savings. Hello. How did the pickle holder turn out? I don't think it's big enough. Y'all. I don't normally do this, but this is a twofer. Come on. No. Not the green room. But my brain said, that's what she said. Oh, we're all there. I didn't have my pickle at Judy's, where Emmy is house sitting, to see if it would slide. Y'all, we're going back to the art. That's what we're doing. We are going back to the art. Because y'all, you're getting in trouble. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I love every minute of it, but do that. And I might as well, like I said, I might as well take care of this before I get too complex. This is definitely going to be a multiply layer. Now, how do I want to do that? I can't do that yet. Well, what I can do is I can figure it out. Because what I need is night sky almost. I need to go up like this. Alrighty. And we're going to move this all the way to the back. Nice. We like that. Actually, I want to see. Can I undo that and go just up to here? I want to see if it can. No, it's going to give me the same regardless. Okay. So now, I'm going to fix this part. We're just doing a little bit of work here. It's not perfect, mind you, but it's giving me an idea here. Like this. There we go. Okay. Now, what are y'all talking about? I was hooking and making sure I was look like a good y'all in the gutter, and that's why I love eating up. Oh, wait. I lost. Okay, my comments are jumping around. What the heck? Hold on, I'm having some shenanigans here. We've fallen off the green room rails on a Monday, no less. Loverboy wrote a song about that. Yes, they did. I'm getting so hard trying to keep it in. So little squeaks keep escaping me. I'm getting a lot of odd looks from others in the waiting room. That's a win. Hey, I know Indigo by holding his snoot to get eye goobers. Not the first time, I'm sure, Don. Nope, that is the nature of dogs and snoop tolerance. Is that a blue bayou? Kinda. At least you're having a happy dawn. What are you talking about? I was hooking. Wasn't sure what I was making. Looked like it'd be a good pickle holder. Sheesh, y'all in the gutter. And that's why I love you. As opposed to any other time. You see, I have... Okay, guys. The gutter is like... Oh. Here, let me get this. So I'm not goofing up anything. The gutter is somewhere from this zone to this zone. And then from here to here is the soup or the sludge. And this is the abyssal zone right here where I usually live. I can't believe I made that joke. Actually, I totally can. That's the scary thing. Now let's pull the opacity on this way down for now. There we go. There we go. Because this is going to be like a lot of work for me, so we're going to set that up. But at least we're getting a vibe. I'm not sure how it's going to be, but it's a vibe. And we're going to start up here. So this is where it's going to take the most effort. Go here. We're going to go here. Let me do that. That's the line. Oh, that's the frame. Gotcha. Add a layer? Cool. You know I could label my layers like I'm supposed to. I could. I'm not going to. Pen, please. And flip down. How I want this head to be. This one almost needs to be down quite a bit. There we are. That way I can... Oh, wrong layer, wrong layer. There we are. I can better control what I'm doing. Do this. I'll do one of these. Trying to figure out what he saw in the water. I'll give him a good hat like this so he can fish. He's got Henley fisherman. You know what I'm saying? Got that Henley fisherman. I'll label later. Oh no. Indeed. I am so slovenly about such things. I'm going to have to redo a lot of this. That's okay. This might be one of those where I have to do a sketch and then I have to do things. But if I do it right, it might be interesting. Well, we're just going to have to see. Give him bread. Like, I don't know what kind of fisherman he is, but he did not expect what he found. Scooby-Doo his eyes just a little bit for now. You can fish if you want to, you can leave your friends behind. And if they wish not to fish, they're no friends of mine, oh. We can cast if we want to. We can drop a line. Cause the fish is a dish that we all wish. And I wish it divine, oh. This way. There we go. Piece that makes it look interesting. These don't all have to work. These won't necessarily all get used, but I need to have the rudder stick, which really looks like garbage, so I have to redo that, but let's do this. Just we are. Establish the shot, so to speak. We put a little bell on there. Let them know, oops, you got a fish. But you got something. What that is may remain to be seen. I'm going to turn that off just to make my life a little easier for the drawing. But yeah, guys, like I said, I have a lot of work, so there'll be a lot of drawing. And when we get into this kind of thing, that's oh yeah, this is totally gonna get eaten by something down here. Yep. We're just gonna work on her now. I'm gonna have to come back and do a lot of work on this, but it's okay. Give her the classic mermaid ears for when you want to make darn sure that stuff like this. We'll make dang sure that they're gonna get scooped. This has a little bit of Where's Waldo energy. I like that. Off to hydration. You can leave the duck behind. Yes, I love it. This part. Ah, not that hard. Yeah. There we are. Now we'll go back to her. Because she's totally not planning to eat this jet. There we are. Want her to be a little doll. I can't remember the artist's name. Shoot. Not Raphael. I'll have to look into it. Can't remember which is the classical artist who likes to paint rather curvy endowed women. Besides me. No. There we go. Just figuring things out. Yeah, that hand looks like garbage, but that's okay because we're working on it. There's a lot we do, my friends. We're just doing this as literally just to appease the YouTube censors here. Because that's going to be what's holding on to his line. And yeah, forcing myself to do things I don't like to do, like drawing out. I need to redo some of this, but I'm okay with that. There we go. Now her neck doesn't look nearly as derpy. And we'll go. We're going to give this mermaid a bit of Carl attractant. There we go. Just a bit, though. Ruben! Thank you! Rubenesque was the word I was looking for! Many, many bonus points, sir. But, yeah. I was looking for Rubenesque, and you are exactly the right person to answer that question. Like I said, she needs work, but we're at the, if I said placeholder part where we're not quite just stuck in the blue. I want this to have a level of dynamic that I'm going to have to do some work on my face. Probably have to turn her head more. But over here, we'll just draw. Why not? We'll put a dolphin in the background. The famous noise. Peter Paul Rubin had to look the name up. Thank you, sir. I really do appreciate that. And everybody who has the means, hydrate or snack. I think I'm going to run a couple ads. And we're getting a good warm-up for Wednesday. So I'm going to at least run a little bit of an ad. And then please remember, I am taking both requests and commissions right up to the con and even at the con. But let's hear from some folks who sadly won't be at the con. And folks, I think I'm going to have to run an ad or two and wrap this up. I heard somebody knock at the door.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
All right, folks. I have to wrap it up. Guys, keep writing, drawing, creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can prove it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles. Sheriff's at my door.